My name is Lori Nix, and I am a photographer. I build dioramas and photograph them. We were driving through the Midwest one summer. Whenever we saw like a birdhouse, we would photograph it from the car. I collect a lot of my cat whiskers because you never know when you need cat whiskers in your scene, so I have a whole box. My whole favorite idea is the little exit sign that glows, so that's why we kept this particular piece. We use a lot of this extruded foam that you just buy at the hardware store. And what's nice is changing it from the pink foam into something a little bit more realistic. I just finished grad school, and I wanted to do images based on my childhood spent in rural western Kansas, but I didn't want to travel back to Kansas. So I brought Kansas to my studio, and to do that I just started building small tabletop dioramas. I look at a lot of landscape painting from turn of the century from the Hudson River School, and again, grandiose paintings, beautiful skies, the God's hand in nature, and man standing in awe. We call the aquarium. This is a combination of plastic items you would find at the pet store in the fish aquarium section. Everything is scaled up around the piano. The piano is the only thing that we purchased, and then scaled everything up to match it. I am not the type of photographer who will shoot on location. I'm not a street photographer. I'm not a travel photographer. I really don't like leaving my house. I feel awkward if I'm outside with the camera anyway, so I might as well. I bring what I need to my studio where it's more private, it's more introspective, and I can take my time with it. I really only build these scenes from one point of view. So when I'm designing it, when I'm thinking about it, the camera's going to be here. It's going to look this way. It's a very straightforward, very controlled perspective. We don't do any digital manipulation within the scene, so everything that takes place is built by hand. I'm not going to go into Photoshop and fix it to make it look more real. So it's always going to have that artifice. Things are always going to be out of proportion. The colors might be a little too bright. Everything looks a little too plasticky because it's really hard to make a human-sized chandelier down to the size of a softball and make it look real. This particular image that we did is called Vacuum Showroom, and we consider it a bit of a quickie image. We spent a month and a half coming up with the idea, fabricating it and photographing it. My fabricator made all the little vacuums. This is Kathleen, everyone. My goal is to maybe confuse the viewer for 5 seconds, if they even give me 5 seconds of their time, and then they might realize, oh, this isn't a real space, this is totally fabricated, something's really wrong about what I'm looking at. So I kind of like that idea of lying to the viewer for as long as I can hold the lie.